Good day everyone, my name is Eric B. De La Rosa from the BSN English 1A and I am the little teacher of the Study Hub number 2. I am here today to discuss the topic 4 entitled The Factors That Affects the Child's Development. The importance of knowing one's early childhood experiences to living an empowered self today. In this video presentation, we will explore the 10 keys of factors that affect the child's development. These are the following factors, which include the biological factors, prenatal factors, physical environment, socio-economic factors, cultural factors, family's dynamics, social environment, educational factors, health and nutrition, and emotion factors. These factors seriously affecting the entire holistic development of a child. So, through this video presentation, we will be discussing this series of factors and we will find out how to medicate and resolve these common issues. I hope you find this video presentation and information insightful. One of the factors which is affecting the child development, which is influenced by a complex interplay of biological, prenatal, and environmental factors. When we say biological factors, these inherent factors often sometimes a genetic, shape of a child's physical and cognitive abilities, which also include the genetics or the genes from its parents. Traits which is inherited by the parents like intelligence, temperament, physical attributes such as the eyes, nose, ears, mouth, or the entire physical structures which could also inherit from its parents. Hormones, which also regulate the growth, development, and behavior of the child. Also, the brain development, the structures and functions of the brain influence cognitive abilities and emotional responses. Prenatal factors. So, factors during pregnancy that significantly impact a child's development. So, during the maternal health or the maternal health of the mother's nutrition's health and exposures to toxins can affect fetal development, which is the mother's health, nutrition, and exposures to toxin can affect fetal development. When we say fetal development, this is the baby's growth and development in the womb. So, the mother should be safe and do not intercept or be involved in the drinking, smoking, or taking some drugs that might affect the child's development in her womb. The birth complication, also the premature birth, low birth weight, and birth injuries can have a long-term effects when the child is born. Physical environment. The child's surroundings play a crucial role in their development too. Nutrition. Adequate nutrition is essential and crucial for physical and cognitive growth of the child's development. Safety. A safe environment protects children from accidents and injuries. Stimulation. Children's exposure to diverse experiences and learning opportunities could promote their brain development. The next factors is the socio-economic factors. So, family status or family income, family education, and social support could influence a child's access to resources and opportunity. By understanding these factors, we can create nurturing environments that support optimal development. Mitigating factors affecting child development. In mitigating factors affecting child development is to protect the child holistic development. It's essential to address the factors that can hinder their growth and development. So here are the strategies to mitigate these factors. To mitigate the biological factors, we could have this genetic counseling. So early identification of potential genetic disorders can help in planning for intervention and support of the parents. Having a regular health checkups. Early detection and treatment of medical conditions can minimize their impact on development. Healthy lifestyle. Having a healthy lifestyle or promoting a balanced diet, having a regular exercise and adequate sleep can optimize physical and cognitive development not only for the parents but also in the child's development. Next factor, which is the prenatal factors. To mitigate these factors, we could have this so-called prenatal care. So when we say prenatal care, it is having a regular checkups, having this proper nutrition and avoiding harmful substances such as smoking, drinking alcoholic, and taking drugs could also ensure the healthy fetal development. Education and awareness. Educating expectant parents about the importance of prenatal care, having these healthy habits and potential risk can empower them to make informed choices. Access to quality health care. So, ensuring access to quality health care, especially for marginalized populations, so we can reduce disparities in maternal and child health. Also, programs like family planning and sex educations could also mitigate these factors. Let's proceed to the physical environmental factors. So, physical environment such as where the parents or the child's living should foster a safe and stimulating environments into creating safe, clean, and stimulating environments at home, schools, and children's child care centers can support children's development. Quality to early childhood education. So, access to quality early education programs can provide children with opportunities for cognitive, social, and emotional development. Also could foster we can also enhance their literacy and numerical abilities. Nutrition programs. By doing it so, implementing nutrition programs can ensure that children can have access to nutritious food, especially those who have the low-income communities or in the low-income families. Child protection laws and services. Strong child protection laws and effective social services can safeguard children from abuse, neglect, and exploitation. Community support. So, building strong communities can provide social support and resources for families, especially during challenging times. By addressing these factors, we can create a nurturing environment which could foster the holistic development of every child. So these are just the 3 factors that affect the child's development. So my following members will be discussing the rest of the factors. And that will be my topics for this topic 4.
Thank you so much, Mr. De La Rosa. Hello everyone, I'm Roger Jr. Custodio, and today I will discuss about the socioeconomic factors and cultural factors. So what is socioeconomic factors? In income levels, economic stability plays a crucial role in determining access to resources such as education, healthcare, and extracurricular activities. A child from a low-income family might not have an access to quality healthcare or education opportunities potential impacting their physical and cognitive growth. So in education, parental education levels can influence parenting styles and educational opportunities provided to children. Parents with higher levels of education are more likely to create a stimulating home environment, read to their children, and encourage their academic pursuits. Next is cultural factors. In cultural norms and values, different cultures have a variety of beliefs about parenting, education, and social behavior, shaping child's development. For instance, in some cultures, children are expected to show respect for elders by avoiding eye contact, while in other cultures, eye contact seems as a sign of honesty and respect. So in language and communication styles, exposure to different languages and communication methods can affect language development. A child who is exposed to multiple languages for an early age might develop stronger language skills and cognitive flexibility. That's all for my topic. And now, help me introduce the next discussant, Mr. Benhar Basa.
Thank you for discussing a very brief context, Mr. Roger Custodio. Hi everyone, a pleasant day to all, especially to our one and only guide teacher, Coach Jude S. Martinez. Good day, ma'am. And to my colleagues and classmates watching there, a blessed day to all. I am Benhar Basa from the Bachelor of Secondary English from Section 1A, a member of the Study Hub number 2. Without further ado, let's start this discussion and stay connected until our last conversation. Today, everyone, we will explore 3 critical factors that shape a child's development. This includes family dynamics, social environment, and educational factors. Each of these plays a unique role in influencing a child's emotional, social, and intellectual growth. By understanding these elements, we can provide children with the right tools and environments to thrive. Let's dive into each topic, starting with family dynamics. The family is the foundation of every child's development. It is where children first learn values, form emotional connections, and build their sense of self. Family dynamics, including parenting styles and the quality of family relationships, significantly influence a child's emotional and social development. Parenting styles. Parenting approaches includes authoritative, authoritarian, permissive, and neglectful. They determine how children learn to regulate their emotions and interact with others. Example of authoritative parenting. A parent who sets a curfew but explains the reasons behind it and listens to their children's perspective teaches responsibility and respect. Another example of an authoritarian parenting is that a parent who imposes strict rules without room for discussion might raise a child who follows orders out of fear but struggles with self-confidence. Family relationships. Positive relationships within the family foster emotional stability and social competence. A secure bond with parents or siblings can help children navigate challenges with resilience. For example, a family that regularly communicates and supports each other, such as celebrating small victories like good grades or solving conflicts peacefully, helps children develop a sense of belonging and self-worth. Now that we understand the importance of family dynamics, let's move on to the next key influence, the social environment. Beyond the family, a child's social environment plays a vital role in shaping their character and skills. This includes their interactions with peers and the broader community. Positive social experiences help children build empathy, teamwork, and problem-solving abilities. Peer relationships. Friendships are essential for teaching children how to relate to others and manage conflicts. For example, a child who participates in a group activities like a science project with classmates learns cooperation, patience, and negotiation. Positive friendships also boost self-esteem and emotional resilience. Community support. Communities provide resources and opportunities for children to grow socially and emotionally. Programs like youth clubs, sports leagues, and mentorship initiatives help children connect with others while discovering their strengths. An example of this is a child who joins a weekend drama club gains confidence in expressing themselves while building friendships and learning teamwork. With the social environment covered, let's now explore the third critical factor, the educational factors. Education is a cornerstone of child development, shaping not only intellectual growth but also emotional well-being. Access to quality education and a supportive school environment provides children with the tools to succeed academically and socially. Quality of education. Access to quality early childhood education and ongoing educational support influences cognitive development. Children who attend high-quality preschool programs are more likely to develop strong literacy skills, problem-solving abilities, and a love of learning. Early exposure to quality education builds a strong foundation for future learning. For example, a child in a preschool program with hands-on activities like building towers or solving puzzles develops problem-solving skills and a love for learning. School environment. The social and emotional climate of schools can impact children's learning and development. A child attending a school with a supportive and inclusive environment is more likely to feel safe, respected, and motivated to learn. A positive and inclusive school atmosphere fosters safety, respect, and at least motivation. An example of this is that schools that implement anti-bullying campaigns and provide spaces for students to share their cultural backgrounds encourage empathy and collaboration among children. Here are some practical lessons from what we've discussed. Number 1. Parenting matters. Use an authoritative style that balances love and discipline. For example, set clear expectations while encouraging your child to express their thoughts. Second, foster family connections. Make time for activities like family movie nights or shared meals to build strong bonds. Third, support friendships. Encourage your child to join clubs or sports teams where they can interact and learn teamwork. Fourth, engage in the community. Introduce your child to local programs or volunteer opportunities to develop skills and build social networks. Last, for the fifth, advocate for better education. Choose schools that prioritize both academic excellence and emotional well-being to provide a nurturing learning environment. In conclusion, family dynamics, social environments, and educational factors are the pillars of child development. Loving families provide emotional security, positive social environments shape relationships and character, and quality education nurtures intellectual and emotional growth. By applying these lessons in real life, we can create an environment where every child feels supported, confident, and equipped to achieve their potential. Let's take these insights to heart and work together to ensure the best for the next generation. And now, to continue our discussion, I'd like to hand over to Miss Chloe Jane Salenga, who will guide us in this last final topic. Thank you.
Good day everyone, especially to you Coach Jude. My name is Chloe Jane P. Salenga from the Study Hub 2. Today, I am going to discuss the health and nutrition and emotional factors that are affecting the child's development. It is essential for it supports growth and development, strengthens the immune system, and improves physical performance. When a child receives enough nutrition, it positively impacts their mental health and emotional development. When a child does not receive enough nutrition, it can have serious short and long-term effects on their physical and emotional development. Emotional security, stress and trauma, parental emotions, and peer relationship are some of the factors that affect a child's development. Lack of emotional security, such as inconsistent caregiving or neglect, can lead to anxiety, low self-esteem, and difficulties in social interactions. Chronic stress or trauma, exposure to consistent stress, can impair brain development, particularly in areas regulating emotions and memory, leading to behavioral issues or mental health challenges. Parental depression, anger, or anxiety can increase the risk of emotional or behavioral problems in children. Negative peer interactions, such as bullying, can harm self-esteem and lead to emotional distress. Emotional factors significantly influence child development by shaping their ability to learn, form relationships, and regulate emotions. Positive emotions like love and happiness promote trust, confidence, and healthy growth, while chronic stress, fear, or excessive shame can hinder brain development, social skills, and self-esteem. A supportive and nurturing environment is crucial for fostering resilience and emotional well-being.